Hello everybody and welcome to Miranda Detailing, where we make satisfying detailing videos. In today's video we're working on an older Ford Edge and we're doing a complete exterior detail including headlight restoration. As you can see, this vehicle is pretty grungy on the outside. The interior really isn't too bad, but we will still be cleaning that up thoroughly. The exterior needs some help though. It does have some rock chips, it has a lot of dirt and grime, the headlights are in bad shape, there's some bug splats, there's some bird droppings. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. So let's get started on the exterior wash. So we make sure to get all of those areas with an all-purpose cleaner. So here I'm using Super Clean, diluted 1:4 in my pump spray bottle. And I hit all of those door jams and really nasty areas first after I do a pre-rinse. And here's Mr., our Maine Coon. If you want to show Mr. some love, hashtag Mr. in the comments. So let's get into that engine. It's really nasty in there. We make sure to degrease it and clean all the top surfaces with our Super Clean degreaser. Now during the rinse process, we make sure to agitate all those areas, rinse everything out thoroughly, including the door jams. So with the door jams, because I have a short snub nose nozzle on the pressure washer, it makes it really easy to get into those areas with maximum control. Yeah, you might get a little bit of overspray in the vehicle, but it's really not that big of a deal. We're going to clean the inside anyway, and even if we didn't, we would simply wipe up any of the residual water that might have gotten in the inside. So now we're foaming up the entire vehicle after the rinse and degreasing stage. And of course, I'm using my Chemical Guys Citrus Washing Gloss, which is my go-to favorite shampoo. Now I also make sure to hit those mats, as you can see in the background, with the foam as well. Let that dwell, and then I hit it with a scrub brush. So now I'm using a soft wash mitt, and I'm also using the clay mitt, which removes all of that bonded contamination on the paint and makes it nice and smooth. Of course, I do that for all the top sections, and sometimes in the bottom sections, it's a little bit too grungy, so I'll pull out the clay bar and hit those areas. So now it's on to the wheels. I'm using an acid-based cleaner for these wheels because they are chrome, so you don't have to worry about any type of damage. Still be careful when using any type of acid-based cleaners. Just make sure to use plenty of water, work quickly, and rinse thoroughly. After everything is rinsed thoroughly, I continue with drying. So I pull out my little heated blow dryer to dry out all of the plastic areas, all of the engine bay compartment, making sure that everything is nice and dry, and then I apply 303 space protectant on all of the plastics in the inside there, and I close the hood and let everything dwell. I also dry up all of the areas around it, including underneath the hood, and any areas that just may have been missed from the pressure washer or my brush. I also make sure to get into the door jams and that trunk lid and dry all of those areas, dressing all of the little rubber boots and the rubber seals. And don't forget to give Mr. some love. Now here is Chemical Guys Bare Bones, and I do like to use this on the plastic liners inside the wheel wells, just because it gives them a little bit of added protection and makes those dried out wheel wells look nice and clean and fresh again. I'm also using Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine on the chrome wheels for some extra protection. Because the Seal and Shine has some really good heat-resistant qualities, it makes a perfect sealant for your wheels. And it really makes that chrome pop. Now I'm using a Chemical Guys water-based dressing for the tires. Again, not super high gloss, just a nice satin finish. Guys, if you're interested in any of these products that we're using, check out the links down below, and those links lead to either Amazon or to Car Guy Supplies. Now this product they no longer make, unfortunately, and it was designed for the paint. However, I found it more effective as a trim restore and protectant. I have one more bottle of this stuff, and once it's gone, it's gone. But let me know, guys, did you guys like that Meguiar's Paint Protect stuff? I found it too greasy for the paint, but I found it to be excellent on the trim. Let me know if you've used it on the trim. Now before I tackle the inside, I'm going to clean up these headlights. So I'm taping everything around because I am going to do some wet sanding. I'm going to do a couple of different stages, starting with an 800 grit and working my way up all the way to 3000 grit. And I am using water here mixed with some ONR to use as the lubricant when I'm wet sanding. It just keeps the dust down and makes the sanding process nice and even. So now I'm using some Meguiar's M105 and a microfiber compounding pad to compound that plastic and bring it back to life. And as you can see, it did a really good job. So now it's on to some of this trim, which it's a little bit more difficult to dress. So I use Stoner's Trim Shine in the aerosol. And yes, it does have some overspray, but it's not a big deal. I do this before I protect the paint and just wipe down all those areas and let that dressing dwell on there. I'll wipe up any residual after everything has dried. Now I'm using my favorite Detailer's Helper belt along with my Detailer's cord snaps. Guys, if you're interested in these cord snaps, then check out the links down below. You can purchase them and you get a pack of 2 of them for 20 bucks plus shipping. So guys, if you're interested in those cord snaps as mobile detailers, then let me know down below what you think of them, and if you want to pick up a pack, then check out the links and purchase them. Those cord snaps keep your cord in place when you're quickly waxing or sealing your vehicle. So we're going to use Lithium Gloss Sauce. This stuff is great. It provides amazing gloss and awesome protection. It's a fortified carnauba wax in a cream formula, and it's great to use with your polisher. So if you're working around the vehicle quickly, those cord snaps ensure that your polishing cord stays behind you and doesn't hit the paint. Now after I apply the wax with the polisher, I go back and hit all those little areas that I couldn't reach with the polisher with a little microfiber pad. don't forget those little tiny areas below the front bumper. Sometimes they get forgotten. Look at that gloss. Now that it's had a few minutes to set up, we remove all of that wax residue with a clean microfiber towel and reveal the amazing gloss underneath. Guys, let's look at the results. So now that the engine bay has had time to warm up and melt that 303 dressing into all the plastics, everything looks nice and fresh and new. Even the windshield cowl, after some time, it sucks in all of that trim shine. We remove the residual with just a microfiber towel, and it produces a nice satin finish. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with others who may enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and click that bell. That way you get notifications each time our videos drop each week, and you don't miss stuff. And guys, if you want more giveaways, please consider purchasing some of our merchandise. I'll have the links down below or in the card above, and you can purchase a t-shirt, a hoodie, a mug, or anything else on there, and all of those funds go into an account for giveaways. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a safe week. We'll see you next time. Take care.